We are about to be joined by a Grammy winner. Kiwi opera singer Simon O'Neill's been called the best heroic tenor. We'll ask what a heroic tenor is to emerge over the last decade. Take a look at this. My God, if that's not impressive enough, yesterday he was named a Grammy winner, a tenor soloist. I think, Simon O'Neill, I'm confused. What is a choral work and how do you go from the mean streets of Ashburton to become a Grammy award-winning, heroic tenor soloist? Can you explain all of this to those of us who are completely ignorant of the rarefied domains of the opera
Morena, everyone.
Morena, and congratulations.
Congratulations. John and Melissa, thanks very much for having me on the show. Yeah, look, I'm proudly from Ashburton. I live in the North Shore. I often see Melissa out running.
Yeah, you live out the road from it. Yeah. When I saw you in the control room, I was like, oh, he lives on the road from me, Simon.
Yeah, we do. We're all like neighbours. Hi, Melissa. Yeah, I mean, I grew up in Ashburton and now I sing German opera all around the world. I'm actually currently in Munich, Germany. I've just arrived yesterday, so I rehearsed all today. Yeah, no, the difference, I started off as a chorister. I started off I was in the Ashburton College First 15 rugby team. I was a rubbish prop, don't get me wrong, but I was there for more action rather than actual rugby playing. But I joined the choir because the music teacher said, look, you've got a good voice, you should join the choir. And I did, and I was able to make it through to the New Zealand Secondary Students Choir and the National Youth Choir. So I love choirs. I love choirs. And from that, John, my voice developed. My voice developed, you know, and I did degrees at Otago University in Victoria, and then I went to New York and did some more degrees and studied with Pavarotti and Domingo and you know, and then I start singing all around the world, and that's what I'm doing. So for the last
so we know that tenor. So tenor's the range, right? So that's low, right? So you sing, is that right?
No,
sing low.
Tenor's the bass is the lowest for the men. So you got the bass profondo, baritone is middle range, which most of us men are. Tenors are the higher men's voices. Pavarotti, for example. So. You know, I was a baritone when I started off, but I lived on a farm in the Canterbury, had a terrible accident over some barbed wire fence, and it increased my range.
You're making this up. You're making. Even I knew that you don't have an accident on a barbed wire fence and go from a baritone to a tenor. So what is a heroic tenor? Is that the roles you perform? So is that the roles you were given?
Yeah. I perform roles. For example, I specialise in German opera, particularly of Richard Wagner. Now, the roles are just like Lord of the Rings. I play roles like Aragorn, for example. You know, with the hunt for the sword, the hunt for the all commanding ring. It's called the Ring Cycle, and Wagner's Die Walküre and Siegfried and such. I'm actually here in Munich today, rehearsing Parsifal, one of the great operas. It goes for 5.5
even I've heard
hours.
of that. Yeah, wow.
And it's, I'm fortunate I'm playing the title role here. Just started rehearsals today.
You're joking. Sorry, I want to interrupt. How long is that opera?
It goes for 5.5 hours, and it's all in German. And I walk around the streets of Bergenhead and Northcote, and Melissa will hear me singing out Wagner German all the way as I walk my schnauzers.
And you're the lead, and it's a 5.5 hour opera, and it's in German, right? That is, that's extraordinary. The Germans know their Wagner, right?
Well, they do, and if you don't say the right word, John, they get upset.
They'd ask you to leave, I would think. Yeah.
Hey, Simon, it's Jenny May here. Again, I just want to say congratulations on the Grammy. You perform, as you've said, on the biggest stages around the world, but in terms of the Grammy, what is that like to have opera recognised on that stage?
Thanks, Jenny. Yeah, Jenny May, what I love it is that you guys have taken, you've got a classical musician on the program, primetime TV in New Zealand. I love that I can be, a flag bearer for classical musicians and opera and choral throughout our country. I love that. Thanks for having me. I appreciate that. But also, we are part of the Grammys. The very first Grammy was given I think the first big single was given to Enrico Caruso, who was an opera singer, and that was 100 and something years ago, the first Grammys. It's amazing to be listed in the New York Times today, along with, John Batiste and all these ones who are superstars, of course. But it's amazing to have your name written along, just below them in bold, because your recording's one as well as theirs. I'm just over the moon, Jenny May. I really am. I'm so delighted.
So are we.
How did you find out? We know the answer to this question, but it's such a lovely story. It's such a nice story, because I think it was 3 in the morning where you were, right?
It was around that. It was a little earlier, to tell the truth, because I flew in from New Zealand and I just landed yesterday, and I thought, I'm going to go to sleep. I can't wait to stay up any longer. So my phone went, I don't know, at 2 o'clock, something like that in the morning, and it was my lovely wife on the end of the line saying, I think you better get up because you've just won a Grammy. And of course, from that moment on, the phone did not stop at all. I've done interviews all around the world. I'm quite excited to go to bed now because it's like 10:24.
Yes, it is 10:24.
I'm going to have a big sleep tonight.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you for staying up for us.
And also, can I just say thanks for your generosity, because you are talking to 3 people who know bugger all about this, and you've made us understand it, and you've also brought your great love and passion for what you do to our audience. And
Thanks,
there's
John.
nothing that engages with viewers more than somebody who is great at something and passionate about it. So
and
we really appreciate it,
what I
Simon.
know about Simon from the neighbourhood is he is the camp parent everybody wants. He puts on a show.
Congratulations,
Melissa,
Grammy winner.
We will be having a big Grammy party later on in the year when I'm back in the country.
All right.
Thank
We're
you.
all invited.
Simon.
And good luck with the Wagner. I don't know if you say good luck, but break a leg for the Wagner
I'll
in
take it.
Germany.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Simon.
Thanks
Congratulations.
very much, everyone.